on as She Is Still Dope. I hope you're catching everybody's episodes. I mean, we have some dynamic pastors, preachers, apostles, counselors. We have group TV shows. It's amazing. We are all working to give you the best information that we can so that you can walk away with some value, right? So She Is Still Dope TV is an awesome place for you to meet us, to greet us, to get some information and to ask questions, right? So if you have questions, technical questions that you would like me to answer, you can send them in. And I think they're going to please put the address because they just gave us a new email address. And I want to be sure that you get the right one. So the email address is going to be dropped in the comments in the chat. And just email us there. Let us know that you have questions about technology. And when I say technology, I mean all technology. My background is in chemical engineering. It's in networking. Oh my gosh, I've been in computers since I was 9. So please send me what you will, and I'll be happy to do my best to answer your questions, to direct you to the right space if you're having computer troubles, anything like that. So far, we've gone over Google, Google Office, Google G Suite. Last week, we went over some other apps that were really awesome. And this week, we're focused on Men Matter. And that's so important that we understand that the men around us matter, no matter where they come from, no matter where they are in our lives, they matter. And as we encourage our men folk, and if you're a man and you're watching this, as you are in our lives, it's imperative for us to actually it's imperative, yes, send all prayer requests to pray@sheisstilldope.com. It's imperative for us to lift you up, to blend in, and to try to work the best relationship that we can with you, right? So when I was thinking about Men Matters, I had to go back to the basics, right? We do a lot of things. We are faith-based here. We don't try to throw it down your throat, but it is what it is. And I, as a pastor, I had to think of, what does men matter? Men matter. And I had to go back to the biblical sense of what the Bible says about a man. Now, this isn't all it says, but it definitely says that a man will do his best to display the fruit of the Spirit. Remember, kindness, don't get angry too quickly, watch your mouth, all of those things that are in the fruit of the Spirit. That's not the names of everything, but the fruit of the Spirit is just the way your character should line up to the word. So if you look that up, you'll get a whole list of things that are fruit of the Spirit. And then it says he shows obedience to the Father's will. That means they lean towards faith. He is about his Father's business. He shuns sin and follows righteousness. He will seek to keep God's law at all times, and he will endure, never lose heart, be men of courage, and be strong. Those are all attributes of a man. Those are all attributes of what God or what the kingdom would have us be. However, there's always a process to this. You know, our men folk aren't built to be perfect. And a lot of times I think as women, we hold them to this ideal of perfection, but they're not perfect. So we have to help them along the way, just like they have to help us along the way in certain areas. So what happens though? They used to say that men are the biggest babies, right? And we used to say that because you'll see this big, strong man and he'll get hurt, and he'll go out and start and have all these, I want to say start crying, but all of them don't cry, but they whine, right? So we as women have to take care of our men folk. So when the men folk get hurt, they come to seek our help. They also get discouraged. They are attacked from every aspect of society. And they get addicted to all types of vices to kind of try to, sometimes they're trying to balance that, and they need balance. And morally, they can get convicted of all this stuff. And as helpmates, right? As women who have men, or women who have friends that are men, we must strengthen them and encourage them, right? And encourage them in the very basics. They don't need a mother. You know how many women I see lose men because They try to mother a man that doesn't need to be mothered. No, we don't want a papa either. Don't come in here like you're going to whoop my, do some things, whoop me up or whatever. We don't need that. I don't need nobody putting their hands on me, and neither do you. But they need a partner. They need a friend. So when I looked up some stuff in nextluxury.com, they said that men need the following. So they need a smile. We want to keep them happy. We want to see them happy. They need a partner. They need good manners. They need a good smelling cologne. How many of you love a man with good smelling cologne? Oh my goodness. They need an education. They need to be able to articulate what they mean, how they feel. They need a nice pair of shoes. Have you ever seen a brother walk in some shoes he liked? There was no scuffs on them. He made sure you didn't step on his shoes. So they need a stylish pair of shoes. The other thing, nextluxury.com said is that they need a second serving of confidence. So you got to keep encouraging them. Yes, they make mistakes. Yes, they do things that for us, it's like men are from Mars, women are from Venus, or vice versa. Yes, they do different things, but we've got to continue to encourage them. Our brothers, our fathers, our cousins, our friends, our husbands, our boyfriends, we got to keep pouring into them. And one thing that I recognize, and one thing that I encourage is that the Bible teaches us that the seed you sow is what's going to grow, right? The seed you sow in water is what's going to grow. So if you're looking for a return of somebody pouring into you, a return of somebody supporting you, sometimes you have to put that out first, right? And guide them back to what you need them to be. So a group, they also need a group of quality friends. And they need gadgets. Woohoo! Talk about gadgets. The gadget girl. They need toys. They need whatever they feel like is a gadget. Their watches, their cars. Oh my gosh. Whether they're rich and they're buying a boat, they're buying whatever it is they have for toys. They need gadgets. They have to have them. And cell phones. Woohoo! Cell phones are part of their gadget world. And they also need a good haircut. Now, I know for anybody that saw somebody get a good haircut, he stands up. We stand up, as women. So men, they love to look good. They love to feel good. And they love all of that stuff. So what if I told you that I had some apps that address most of this? Not only their spiritual sense, but their natural sense, that some of these apps feed areas that are going to feed them. So if we could just click over, I'm going to share my screen. We will be sharing my screen. And these are apps that make men feel like they matter, make men feel like they are a part of the world or they're a part of your world. It makes them, that second mode of confidence. It allows them to be extra and be who they need to be. Now I have 5, and then I have the best honorable mention there is. So let's get going. This list is not definitive, but I do want you to know that it does work. I promise you. So we are going to go to our first is the SAS Survival Guide. This is an app that is for the outdoorsy types. It teaches you all types of tips and tricks. Hey, listen, it teaches you survival skills for anywhere in the world. Remember I said when guys get sick, they run to us. I don't know what to do. Just think of all the accidents guys get into and we're nowhere around. Well, if you get bit by a black widow spider, this is the app to have. You look up black widow spider, it tells you exactly what to do in that case. You get bit by a snake, you fall, you break your leg, all kinds of stuff. This is the survival app. Like everybody probably needs this, but it's the SAS Survival Guide, and it gives you a sun compass. I was going to say campus, a sun compass. And so if you're one of those people that go out and they like to climb, to hike, and you get turned around, something happens, you have a sun compass. You also get a survival checklist, And listen, it shows you Morse code, what to do with different poisons. This app is the survival guide. I feel like everybody should have this app during this pandemic. We don't know what's going on, but this survival guide and how to kind of live off the land is excellent. And it also feeds the need to get out of the house, to walk around, and to feel safe, right? When you're going out with your man or you're going out somewhere, you want to know that you're safe. Whether you're hiking, you're riding a bike, you want to know that have confidence in him, and he needs confidence. So this is my first app. Now, I do want to say it's not my number one app, but this is the first app. The second app is Vesco, VSCO, right? We all take pictures of stuff. We all take pictures, and we like to make sure that these pictures are dope. They're awesome. We want to make sure that, and I've seen guys do it more than women sometimes. You sit down and you want to take a picture of your food or take a picture of something. I see more guys flicking it up sometimes than anything. They like good food. They like to take selfies and pictures of themselves and post it. They like to do all kinds of things. This app is the app for them. It allows you to shoot your do mobile shoots, and you can edit images really easy. You can be a part of a community, ask questions, make great connections, and it supplies you with your tools you need to have an awesome album of selfies, of pictures, of anything, to put your stuff out there, to be known for something, or to boost what you're doing in the media. Guys, listen, this is your app. It's VSCO, and it's free. The third app I want to show you is Elevate. Now, I have to admit, I downloaded Elevate. I think I downloaded Visco too, but I downloaded Elevate. Elevate is amazing for those of you who are getting older, and even for the younger ones. Let me tell you, it is scientifically proven that as we grow older, guess what happens? Our brain starts to deteriorate. That's not, an unamazing thing, but our brain starts to deteriorate. And so you have to figure out, like, how are you going to keep that going? How are you going to keep your mind sharp? You don't want to wake up one day and keep forgetting everything, but you want to keep your mind sharp. And as long as you continue to exercise it, it is going to stay strong. So this app, Elevate, does just that. For men, it is going to keep you sharp. It's going to keep you on your toes. It's a brain training app. Helps to improve our processing speed, memory, and attention span. It has 40 different brain games, 40, to develop your cognitive skills. So that's like some of the word apps, some of the Sudoku. I call it Sudoku, Suduko, Sudoku. Sudoku is a brain app, and it keeps you strong. It keeps you maintaining puzzles, any kind of puzzles like that. This is the type of games that this app Elevate has. So it also gives you performance tracking. Are you getting better or are you getting worse? Personalized daily workouts. Even your brain needs to get worked out. We work out every muscle in our bodies. Why do we forget to work out the brain? Men, you need to keep working out your brain, keep working out your mind, so that you can continue to be strong. It also allows, like, say you finish a puzzle like within 5 minutes. Well, the next puzzle is going to take you 7 minutes. And then the next puzzle may take you 15 minutes. Why? Because it has a difficulty progression already built into these apps. So instead of you staying on one level, it automatically starts to build you up, and you get smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter. And that's what we need right now, with everybody else crazy or acting crazy-ish out here in the world. Our minds need to be sharp. We don't need to be out here flim-flamming and flaky. All right, number 4 for your guy, a must-have for sports fans. I don't care if some guys don't like sports, and I have met a few. I've met only a few. I probably can count them on my four fingers and have something left over. But there are guys that don't like sports. But for the majority that do, please direct them to ESPN or NFL. In America, it's NFL. Okay, I'm married to a Nigerian. So football to them is round. So that's soccer. But what I found was that when we went to ESPN and we got an ESPN subscription, he was able, him and his friends are now able to watch soccer. They don't care much about football, but all of a sudden he has a team that is opposite mine. I was like, well, if you don't care, you should be on my team, right? But since he wants to pick his own team, he gets to watch NFL, the NFL app too. But these are excellent. They're updated regularly. They give you all the information on your sports, and you can, on ESPN, you can watch any kind of sport. They have all kinds of stuff, and it's free, or it's a small monthly fee. I think ESPN is like it has a $5 special going on right now. And you can also tie ESPN with Disney and Hulu. It depends on your TV. We have an LG TV. LG TV, their smart TVs do not have ESPN, right? So we use our cell phone. We have ESPN on our cell phone, and we're able to cast it to the TV. Now, if you don't know what casting is, that means you take the shows that you're watching and send it Bluetooth or wirelessly to your TV, and you can watch those shows. So everybody, if you have a smart TV, you can watch whatever you want, even if the app isn't on that TV. So ESPN and NFL, guys need sports. It helps them. You know what? And sports gets a bad rap, but sports are where we learn how to build and to grow as a team. So, encourage the sports. You can go in the kitchen if you don't like sports. You can go do something else, build your business, become even more dope, but give them their time with sports. Last of my top 5 right now is Swerk It. And I just downloaded Swerk It for myself. So guys, listen. Guys like to work out. Guys like to feel buff. They like to feel the best in athletics. They like to feel good about themselves, but they don't want to go somewhere all the time where during this pandemic where they have the opportunity to catch a virus or to get sick. This allows you to have workouts at home without going to the gym. It's a smart workout app, and it has 25 million users, right? And I would imagine that they even grew even more since this pandemic came out, because I had a subscription to a gym, right? And once that pandemic came, I was like, cancel everything. I don't know who's touching what. I don't know that when you get into the thick of it and you're working out, you don't always think about what to touch and what not to touch. Sweat pouring down, you're going to wipe your face, you're going to touch stuff. So I didn't want to be in the gym. You can choose which Swerk It. You can choose your workout time. You can choose your workout. The app supplies you with exercises according to your fitness level. And this is the best thing. You can customize your workouts. You can customize them. So you don't have to go outside of your house, or you can go in the neighborhood. You can go to a park, but you can take this app with you and you can work out all on your own. It's called Swerk It. And you can also do body weight exercises. I'm really big on body weight exercises just because of the makeup of my body. But guys love it. That's where you see them doing them pull-ups. And you're like, how did their arms even pull them up? I'm trying to jump up so I can get a little bit of a pull-up. But Swerk It is amazing. So download that for your honey. Show him these apps, download it. Just let them appear on his phone. Or send it to your friends, your loved ones, whoever you think could use this. If you know somebody, especially the people who are sick and have things where they're starting to forget, their memory is going down, send them the memory app. If or the brain app, Elevate, send them that. Just share this with a male friend. Last but not least, this is the most honorable mention. When I was looking across the internet and I was looking at all the dope apps they have for men, you know what I found? That none of them mentioned the Bible. And we are faith-based, so I'm going to mention it. I'm going to mention the Bible app by YouVersion. It has over 430 million unique devices connected to it worldwide. It has 2,062 different Bible versions. So if you don't like the King James Version, you don't have an excuse. How about they have 2,061 more than that King James Version? You can read all kinds of versions of the Bible. They have 1,000. You don't speak English, you speak Portuguese, you speak Spanish, or your English isn't really good. They have 1,372 languages for free. You don't have to do everything in English. You can do it in any language that you come across. But the biggest thing I love about it is there's no advertising. You can go in there, you set up plans, you can set up a devotional. Man, you can do this on your own. You don't have to do it with someone. You can. I'm about to tell somebody's business, but I know somebody who goes into the bathroom, and while they're in the bathroom, that is when they do their devotions. They flip out their phone, they read everything. They have a book in the bathroom, and this is not in my house. They have a book in the bathroom. They open the book up. They read the book, to read the devotional. They will do all kinds of things. You can do your devotions anywhere. It only takes a little bit of your time, and it feeds that other part of confidence. It feeds that other part of you being able to smile all the time. Men being able to smile all the time. It also encourages a Christianly outlook. It encourages you to develop in the fruits of the Spirit. It helps you just to strengthen your core, because as you fix the outside, as you do all of this with Swerkit, as you use stuff like Elevate, and you use the other apps, Visco, because you're taking pictures, whatever, you're watching sports, you're involved in different things. You cannot fix the outside without paying attention to the inside, because you matter in both worlds. You matter in the natural and you matter in the spiritual, right? So listen, download the Bible app if you haven't already. It is the bomb. You can set it up to however you need it, but it's going to feed you spiritually. So just like you need to be strong on the outside, be strong in the inside. And that's all I have for you today. Listen, I am Pastor Sharonda Lynn. You follow me at one of the bottom social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Periscope, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Ask Sharonda Lynn. And on YouTube, my Sharonda Lynn looks just like this. Looks just like this. So you may not see my face, but this is what you'll see. You'll see my logo and my name. All right. So you can, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And listen, what apps are you looking for? What do you want to know about? I see all kinds of technology going out, clean energy, how to make your house more efficient, how to do some things. What is going through your mind right now? I know I can preach all day long. I can show you different things, but I really want to hear from you. So please drop me a line. I am going to start inviting some people. So if you have some questions for that you need answered, and I know an expert because I've been doing this for a very long time, I am going to bring them in for you. Okay. So listen, I'm trying to think. I'll see you guys next week, same time, same channel. Look me up on those social media platforms. And I love you. Take care. Have an amazing day, guys. And download some of those apps. They are awesome.